you. What a powerful talk. Next, we have another fantastic Canadian company. North has raised almost $160 million from investors like Intel Capital and have created Focals, the future of smart glasses. Please welcome co-founder and CEO Stephen Lake to the stage. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Wow. It's so great to be here in our hometown of the Kitchener-Waterloo-Toronto corridor, and thanks everyone for coming out today. What we are all holding here in our hands today is really a marvel of the past 4 decades of evolution of computing. The power we have today in these devices is just amazing. And in many ways, we've delivered over that time period on the promises that the early pioneers, the forebears of computer science, predicted. They predicted and told us that we would one day be able to fit the computing power of the entire world at the time in the palm of our hands. We've done that 100 times over. They told us that one day the entire world would be connected by this global network that would enable the free flow of information. Of course, we've done that. They told us that one day we would have this symbiotic relationship between humans and technology. And to some extent, we've done that. But what they didn't tell us was that all of that would come at a cost. That today, as technologies continue to progress, that there would be downsides to this power we have today. They didn't tell us that we would be addicted to our devices, that we would wake up in the morning and before even saying good morning to our loved ones, we would be reaching for our feeds beside us to scroll through until the moment we fall asleep, gawking at the latest photo of Kim Kardashian's bathroom faucet. They didn't tell us about these downsides of technology that's come with that amazing power we've got today. We believe at North that the next era of computing, the next interface we build, should be one that respects us as humans and is built around keeping us focused and present in the real world instead of distracting us and pulling us away more and more. And specifically, we think the way to do that is by actually bringing technology closer to us and through smart glasses. This isn't the first time someone's made this bet. Back in 2012, of course, Sergey Brin on stage announced Google Glass. And that was a massive failure, as we all know. They got some things right, other things wrong. And they weren't the only ones. Many other companies have made the same bet as Google. Products like this, that were devices that were tech first, they were computers on our faces. They didn't have the design, the aesthetic, the features, the thought we needed to really produce the next interface we'll truly use as consumers. I don't know about you guys, but short of maybe San Francisco, you're not going to catch someone walking down the road with one of these devices. Our belief was that you've got to follow a different path. The promise of smart glasses is more ambitious than a computer on our face. It's really about a thoughtful design that gives us the benefits of computing while we are focused and present in the real world, instead of something that's pulling us away and distracting us more and more. And to do that, we have to take a different approach. No massive headsets that are designed for playing games, no unicorns jumping out of the wall, nothing that's going to make you look like a cyborg. It's got to be glasses first. And to build glasses, we have to look to traditional eyewear. Traditional eyewear, it looks good. It has prescription compatible. It's custom size and fit to your aesthetic, your size, your style. You have to bring those traits into a product if you want to build an interface for computing that's truly going to be useful to consumers. So of course, I'm wearing a pair of our Focals today. These are regular prescription glasses, and they have a hidden holographic display inside. Our belief with this product category is that this approach enables you to build interfaces that are there when you need it, gone when you don't, and really keeps us present in the world. And there are 3 key aspects we had to nail in the product to make that true. The first one, as mentioned, is make a true pair of glasses that look like regular glasses. We spent 5 years working on Focals to make that possible. The second was to create an experience that's useful and intuitive, not overwhelming or distracting. And to do that, not only do you have to give thought to the physical design of the product, we We have to give thought to the type of content, the information we show the user, with that mindset of keeping you present in the world, being there when you need it, gone when you don't. That mindset of invisible technology. We have to be very thoughtful about a minimal interface. What is the information you need? When do you need it? How do we show you respectfully? And that's features like conversation detection, where the glasses understand, are you talking to somebody? And wait, and don't show me a notification while that's happening. Be respectful of what I am doing in the real world. 3, we had to build a different kind of company to make that all possible. When we started working on Focals, every part of the product, partners, suppliers, manufacturers, they said, you can't do this. You can't have a consumer electronics product that has 10,000 different SKUs, sizes, styles, colors, etc. They said, you can't have a projector, an image that's that precise to project directly on your eye and fit in the form of regular glasses. They said you couldn't have prescription lens compatibility. So we had to make investments that were atypical of a startup at that stage. We built our own manufacturing facility just down the road from here. We opened up retail stores in Brooklyn, in Toronto. We built a research and development facility to make our own chips, our optics, our technology all in-house here in Canada. All of that in pursuit of how do we get to invisible technology? How do we make glasses that are just glasses and support you throughout your day instead of taking you away from that, staring at screens more and more? And so that led us to where we are today, which is a very exciting time. We just announced Focals at the end of last year. We've been shipping the first version to consumers for 3 months now through our stores in Toronto and New York, and we just hit the road with a mobile truck popping up throughout the West Coast. And we've had an amazing reception to people who believe in that vision of wanting to seamlessly blend technology into our lives and keep us present. So what comes next? We're in a category where we believe the time is now. People have talked about this. They've talked about augmented reality, about AR, about glasses for several decades now. But the ingredients are finally in place. We're very close to this being a real category. And there have been rumors all over of the major tech players working on products in the same category. But if this truly does arrive, it will change many things. I think we can look to the previous 3 generational shifts we've had, mainframe, desktop, mobile, and how transformative that has been on the market landscape. The major players at the hardware layer, at the software layer, at the ecosystems on top of that were completely destroyed in each of those transitional periods we've had. And so the opportunity today is for someone like us to come in with a new vision of computing that respects our attention, that's about being present in the world, and actually reshape the market in this next evolution we hit. And there's another layer to that as well, which is we're building eyewear. Eyewear is a category. People buy glasses today. It's about a $100 billion a year category that's had no technological innovation in literally hundreds of years. The last major innovation was probably Benjamin Franklin inventing bifocals. And so it's a very nascent category that has not had innovation. But there's a model of what happened in the wristwatch category as an example to look to. In 3 years of introducing the Apple Watch, I know many of us in the tech industry think Apple Watch, is that really a big product? They surpassed the entire existing Swiss watch industry in 3 years. 3 years, 0 to that. And so we look at a much bigger industry of glasses and the existing players there. So there's huge disruption coming to a very large industry today on that layer as well. But most importantly, we think this shift to smart glasses, this shift to the next interface for computing, is one that alters our relationship with technology. One that's designed around the human experience, designed around being out in the world and catering to our needs and what we're trying to accomplish, instead of one that's designed around that dopamine cycle of pulling us to a screen, pulling us away from the world. We think the opportunity here is to do that on a scale and actually bring consumers back out into the world and give them those benefits we enjoy today from technology. So thanks very much for listening. We have a booth here today. We have a store down the street in Ossington. We'd love for you guys to try it out, but ultimately to come along with us on this journey for the next 3, 5, 10 years as we hopefully create this new category of computing. Thanks so much for having me. Yeah.